Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry, good. Sorry. Life, we're in it. You're soaking in it. And how do you like my virtual screen? You know what I mean? Like, it's like might as well. I got this function, might as well turn it on, right? And here we go. Here we are, floating in the cosmic. Hauntomancer, CW in the fifth dimension, and Hauntomancer. Rebranding. Folks, life moves so fast. You know what I have not managed to talk about yet? I don't even know if she's still with it. Unicole Unicron. At God, it was shortly before um I had to take Brandon Young out back and be like, you're out of the Tontine, you're out of the Hellcats, or whatever it is, you're out of the fifth dimension. You're out of hot nuts. Okay. Next time I see you is gonna be in the police blotter. Okay. See Mario Heat's here. The mic's on. Camera's on too, baby. What's going on? Jonah's side. What's going on, baby? Um, we were talking. We were like, "Oh man, are you gonna talk about Unicole Unicron? Unicole Unicron, who was like, you know what I mean, on some other level, on the Unicult, the whole thing, like spontaneously after getting some a rando to knock her up last year. You know what I mean? Yo, it is. I mean, it is what it is. Um, took like a couple of months ago. Took this um, like I it had no political dimension to it as far as I could tell. Went took on this like Holly Hobby straight image and was like, we're angelic frequencies now and we're just gonna be, this is a new direction. And so it's like just like took on this kind of like trad wife image and was like did a series of these like different shorts, on YouTube and was like, but I haven't seen her any uploads from her in a while. So if we get to that, we'll see. But she took a lot of her old content and just like shelved it. Like did a CW chanter was like that didn't happen. So who knows? Who knows, folks? I was just saying that Kerry Cassidy. I don't know what's going on with her. Everything must be happening on Rumble because I haven't seen a whole bunch of people for a while. Kerry Cassidy, I saw something happening on her channel. I watched about 5.5 minutes of it before I said, F this. We're just going to go live. It wasn't happening live by the time I had seen it. It was like, it's a 45, apparently, it was a 45-minute stream. Apparently, there's an event that's going to be happening in Las Vegas, something called the Alien event, being hosted by someone that I think is one of the people on the panel that we're going to see. There's going to be a panoply of people on the panel you're going to see. Like I said, I only watched about 5.5 minutes and 7.5 minutes of this gold before I said, we're watching this together. Yo, transformative work, fair use, fair use. We are not here to demean, degrade, make fun of, or mock. But let's just point this out. One of the individuals that's going to be on this panel for at least 7.5 minutes of it, I don't know if he bounces at some point, is Brad Olson, okay, who's got a little bit of fame in this game. Hey, I took a sailboat to Antarctica and I took pictures of my hot girlfriend in her bikini top in Antarctica. I'm Brad Olson. Hey, Brad, is that too? I'm Brad Olson. Hey, man, I might be a conspiracy theory, like hard seven. You know what I mean? Hey, Brad Olson might be a Brad Pitt, but irregardless, I'm also a conspiracy theory world Karl Rove. Okay. Um, Intellectual heavyweight over here. Don't get me started. Um, Remember, Brad Olson is the guy that was managed to keep a straight face. I don't know what kind of MK Ultra training he must have gone through. He managed to keep a straight face. Remember, I buried the lead on this one hard. I failed to do a thumbnail or title it something like, check this out. Kerry Cassidy thinks a incense burner is a crystal skull. Remember, she showed what was clearly a south of the border. Don't get insulted, Mexico. I'm not referring to the country, Mexico, south of the border. I'm talking about, like that chintzy, like if you're going down to, we used to go down to vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from Jersey. When I was growing up, we'd always hit this place. I don't know where exactly it's located. I think there's multiple. I think it's like a chain. It's called South of the Border. It's a Mexican. It's like a Tijuana themed rest stop on America's highways and byways where used to be before you could get fireworks everywhere. You could get fireworks there, and you get your picture taken. They had their guy, like their Mickey Mouse, was a guy named Pedro, who was just like a guy in a sombrero and a mustache. You'd be like, it was like the craziest thing. It was like, hey, you know what I mean? It's not racist, but here's the deal here. Stop in at our souvenir shop and buy a black velvet painting of Jesus. Okay. Sun Warrior, what's happening, CW? Digging the background. Hey, if you're digging the background, wait till you check out this panel. Let's see if I manage to do this successfully. Folks, we're about to take a trip into another dimension. This is a full house. Okay? If you saw me get uppity back in the day, if some other bunch of jabronis tried to take the term dumpster fire, these guys can have it, because watch how quickly it takes this thing to go 6 ways till Sunday. There is no organization. Whoa. And I'll interrupt the Kate. Well, we have fair use, transformative work coming up. Believe you me, CW Chanter is going to have, I'll take you through it. I'll introduce you to some people as I see people that I know who they are and where they come from. Some of these people are going to be new to me. Some people like Brad Olson. Remember, folks, Brad Olson is the guy that just published Laura Eisenhower's first book. I believe he also published something or other, or did a forward to a book by one Ryan Gable. I believe. I don't want to get too ahead of myself or end up misstating. He did something for somebody. I forget. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. And a lot of people like, hey, Brad Olson. Hey, Golden Coin 100 with us as well. Hey, look, folks, before I get too ahead of myself. Hauntomancer. Don't call him Keats and don't call him Pragmagic. Now call him Hauntomancer. The name change arc has begun. I was in a cool group. It was me and another guy in a keyboard duo. We were called Killing is an Art Form. But in order to like chase the rave potential, at one point we changed our name briefly to Alien Autopsy. And everyone universally was like, nah, man, go back to Killing as an Art Form. It's more abstract, but, Hauntomancer. If you want me to, this is me doing a bit, okay? This is me doing a bit. Hauntomancer, huh? Were we before Pragmagic? Oh. You know what name I really liked? What was that one? Keats. I And Keats is there like, you don't like Keats. What the fuck you talking about? You don't like Keats either. Anywho, Hauntomancer with the gold. Workshop that one. Hauntomancer. Jonaside, grabbing that silver while at work. He's taking what they're giving. He's going down on dudes for a living. Come on now. Come on, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's doing it for recreational purpose. He's not working at it. That's not a job. Listen, when you do what you love, can you call it a job? Well, I mean, if some of those activities are just they're referred to as a job. That's just nomenclature. That's just like come on. Mario Heat getting that bronze. I'd say you got what you deserved. But you meddled, so it's a thinker. There you go. Don't hurt yourself thinking. Hey, okay, that's it. That's people. Jason Parker, we're all out of medals. We get an honorable mention. Sun Warrior, no honorable mention. Nothing for you, Sun Warrior. Sun Warrior, nice name, by the way. Very, very. A name as manly as your pitcher. No comment. I'm kidding. Okay, Blake, I just commented. Come on, I'm just giving you business. Giving you the business. Sun Warrior. Keep on fighting that good fight. On behalf of the Sun, it's Kerry Cassidy, so it's transformative work, just asking. So is it transformative work? No rebrand, new series. Oh, Sun Warrior, Horse Lover Fat has always been a great name. You know, see, here's the thing that people always do. You know, we make fun of the James. You ever hear this old canard? I don't know if it's canard. I'm just going to throw that term out there. I don't know if the term is apropos. I don't know if the term apropos is fitting in this context. Deep Purple. Nine of Ducks, right? No, they're on the left. My Woman from Tokyo. Space. Trucking. Right along with the program. Here we go. You always make fun of the James Bond villain. You say to yourself, hey, why is it always the case that the James Bond villain always tells James Bond exactly what he's going to do? Isn't that the silliest thing? Shouldn't the enemy, the bad guy, keep his plans secret? I mean, why does the bad guy tell the good guy his plans? They're just doing that for the movie, and it makes no sense. You would never really do that in real life. But actually, when you think about it, people seem to have to tell you, at least sometimes, or maybe, or then you get the whole Princess Bride. That's exactly what you'd expect me to do. And what you'd least expect me to do at the 14-minute and 50-second mark, because it would be far too early, would be to actually start playing the video. Are you kidding me? You gotta be. in the what world would I be able to manage to create unbelievable. Dead giveaway. Here we go. Jesus J, I hope this evening finds you well. Share screen, don't mind if I do. Also share the audio. Why not? Share. Here we go. So, live show, meet the speakers from the Vegas Alien event. So we're going to meet the speakers from the Alien event. Okay? Now, pick your favorites because I've certainly picked mine. I have a little chat. I only watched 7.5 minutes of this so far. We're going to start right from the beginning. It's going to be great. I'm telling you. We got some real characters with us. Real characters. Teresa J. Morris is a breakaway hit from us. Some people are going to have no personality. Brad Olson is going to look like he's on the verge of needing an intervention. Kerry Cassidy, spoiler alert, is going to have no idea what's going on at all. Tell me if you can't hear anything. And here we go. Transformative work, transformative work, transformative work. You'll have complaints. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Let me do this. And I'll watch. I think I know what I'm doing here. Here we go. View on YouTube. Come on. No. Wait. I mute this. And then I'll pop you guys out here like that. And then I do this. And then I play these guys.
I can try to get the link. It's on the top of my projectcamelotportal.com. You can click the link there. But I didn't get a chance to actually channel. I can try to get the link. It's on the top of my
the audio problems are heard. I got to tell you right now, the feedback is heard.
I didn't get a chance to. Okay, so that was just an echo. Don't worry about it.
No problem.
Okay, so we are. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, we are actually live on YouTube right now, and we have a chat. And so, hold on. Damn it!
Yeah, take your time, Kerry. I know it's a tough time for everybody.
The trouble is that when I went out of town, I can't get my Telegram back on my.
Don't worry about that stuff.
I know, but it's important because I want to let people know that we're online. So if you just hold 1 second, maybe I can do that.
Telegram back.
Yeah. You're gonna put this on Project Camelot later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will see it.
Yeah. So just 1 second. I just thought maybe I could.
Folks, speakers, live this on Facebook is very important. I'm tired of Facebook charging me $2 a click, and YouTube blocking me, and Instagram, all these bullshits. You know, the world don't know about our event. Brett is busy working. I'm working. All the you guys, Brad is traveling. You know, Nobody knows we have an event. Come on, guys, please.
All right, so now David Framingham or whatever is one of the organizers of the event, and so is Eric the Healer. Apparently, is involved as well. Both these individuals I saw on a previous panel with Kerry, where Kerry tore into this innocent female member of the panel. It was horrendous to watch. It was insanity. I also want to point out, guys, folks, bear in mind how much Brad Olson looks like he again is going to just walk off planet Earth. So just watch as things start to break down, watch everybody's individual personality. Brad Olson always looking like he's going to want to just be done with life. Chirac Zeta always looking like he's just going to maintain. You know, there's always that person at the conferences like this that's in the suit, like the Robert David Steele. Hi, I'm here. These panels are serious. We're talking about serious information. I am a serious presenter of serious information, and that is why I'm here in a suit. And I've got my glasses. You've got Brad M, who's always looking like throughout the entire thing that I've seen so far, is always looking like he's like a witness. You know, it's some sort of, it's like he's filming outside, he's streaming from outside. So, and he does look to me as though he's this is just look, this is me putting him in characterization, like he's, you know, coming in or out of family court. Eric the healer has got just personality. Brett at least is smiling. Hans Dietrich, I haven't seen any personality out of yet. Teresa J. Morris, I love. She's going to be constantly smiling. Sasha Lesson is going to be smiling less so. It doesn't have really a toothy smile. She's just going to be surviving. And Ryan is going to not give a lot of anything. And Saeed David is going to be the most energetic person, primarily based on feeling as though people are not promoting the event enough. The event is being shadow banned. And he's just, it's just interesting. And Kerry has put on a lot of makeup today. God bless her. Goddess bless her. And it's just wonderful. And as things start to do weird, people start to act funny, it'll be funny to watch people's reactions to people getting a little bit out of control and cursing.
And as the event broadcasted, the ticket link is live. The hotel would finish in 2 days. The rates are going up.
Watch Teresa J. Morris.
We cannot tell the hotel anymore to give us a few extra days for $74 and $135 for a weekend. Tell your people.
Okay, wait one second.
Teresa.
Did everybody book their rooms?
I haven't, but
Kerry Cassidy. I haven't. Okay. But also, you didn't book your room? Okay.
I'll just state it.
I send you your link, Kerry. I registered a room for you. I emailed you your links.
Look at Teresa. Teresa, the consummate professional. I'm just gonna smile. It's consummate professional / the maintainer in the family. We're all just we're gonna survive.
Well,
we're all just gonna smile.
just
Everything's fine. Look at Mr. Zeta. I'm not gonna smile. I'm just professional. We're all just gonna be professional. Sasha's like do. And Brad is like, oh my fucking God, what am I involved in?
I want that drink.
That was awesome. Did you see that? That was the best.
I can't fucking do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to go live so, you know, we would have a bigger audience, but it's okay.
You can try again. Try one more time. It's okay.
If you're live on YouTube,
no, we gotta go. We got time. We got other things to do. It's 12.
This is important. She wants to get it out to more
18
people.
minutes later. We can't sit in here all day.
More
I have a meeting.
people.
Well, disagreement between the
all right. If you just
promoters,
it's just they're fucking with me. So I just have to
like maintain
That's
control.
Good, because it means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Smiles, along.
No doubt
They're
about that.
fucking with us all our lives.
My phone is hacked or cloned.
I gotta delete this recording and Jesus.
Oh, you see the ponytail on Brett, Mr. Sensitivity. I love it.
Okay.
Ryan just hanging out there. I'm just gonna sip my coffee like a supportive, nurturing.
My phone starts doing
something.
crazy things. I'll come back. I'll leave and come back.
And meanwhile,
okay, we're on my Telegram. There's like about 92 or 3,000 people on there. So
yeah,
and then maybe we'll see it. Okay.
What?
So hi everyone. I'm Kerry Cassidy from Project Camelot, and we're here with David Farman.
All right.
We're here to talk to the speakers at the Alien event that is coming up. And what are the dates?
Wait, hold on.
The dates are.
If you're not already subscribed to my Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon. Because if speculating on what super soldier space program participants may or may not have had work done this season is the sort of gossipy gal pal shenanigans you like to be involved in, you definitely want to check out the dish I'm slinging, allegedly, on Patreon.
October 17th to the 20th.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
That was Eric. And okay, thank you. So this is a live sort of get together to just, introduce some of the speakers, talk about some of the topics, and hopefully you guys will want to come to Vegas. I mean, Vegas is
People
fun
having a good
anyway,
time.
as far as
I
I'm
love it.
concerned. And so what's the name of the venue, David? Where is this happening?
Alexis Park Resort Hotel on Harmon Avenue. It's a non-gaming 600 suites. 4 people can sleep on a suite. Two queen and a couch becomes
Non-gaming.
double bed. It's really nice with everything. $74
Okay,
a night.
Alexis Park. So it's the Lexus Park Hotel.
Resort.
And you can
Alexis
still
Park. It's the
reserve
Alexis
your.
Park Hotel.
So
That's
there's a
what
website too,
it's
right?
It's remember, my girlfriend's name is Marissa. That is Melissa. That is, her name is Cece. What? What's the hotel's name?
Yeah, on alienevent.com. Alienevent.com.
Oh, alienevent.com.
There's
Okay,
a link for hotel everything.
Get you right to the right
You
one.
can
Right
go
there.
book your ticket,
Alienevent.com.
your hotel information on alienevent.com. And
There's 2 days discount left.
Oh,
really? Okay. So
grab 'em now.
actually, I'm going to share the banner
Check
right now,
this
so
out. Check
people
out this
maybe has
banner.
some information on it that people can use.
yeah, please do. Yeah.
So this
October 17th through the 20th. Okay. Alexis Park Resort, Cosmic Command Las Vegas. Keynote speakers: Paul Harris, Chris O'Connor, Kerry Cassidy, Mike Barra, Stephen D. Kelly, Brad Olson, Brooks Agnew. They got Brooks Agnew. They got some of these people I don't recognize. The font gets small down here. But they got this guy, what's his name? Cooch. What's his name? This guy, I can't see the name too good. This guy over here, the guy next to Gabrielle Orozco. He is a trip. This guy's a trip though. I said they got some.
this is the banner for the upcoming event.
If it happens.
And let me ask you, are there 2 events under 2 different names in the same place like you sometimes do? Or
Yes, it is. We got multiple events at the 4 days with one ticket alien event. What that means is we have a health and wellness expo with 60 vendors, amazing technologies from plasma, Tesla,
2 events,
EMF protection, you name it, we got everything
at one location.
We have vitamins. You got the stuff that you will enjoy the expo more than anything else. Exhibits are amazing. Then we have 4 conference ballrooms that 50 speakers talking
50
from
speakers?
space, the alien event, to doctors at Biomed Expo. The alien event ticket, which right now we have a 2-for-1 special. You can come and see the whole
my, this sounds
$200. Don't delay this thing. We are waiting for you to register your hotel. We want to celebrate. We have 3 nights of buffet dinner and dance at the hotel. The tickets are on ticket pages. Scroll down. And Kerry is speaking there. We have panels with Brad Olson, and also I have my own panels. And Mike Barra has his own panel.
That'll be interesting. October 17th to the 20th, folks. Remember, that'll just be like
events, 4 days
that'll
of
be
fun,
like
exhibits,
2 weeks,
Las
3
Vegas
weeks before election
all
day.
around town. You name it.
And at this point, folks, not only will that be 2 or 3 weeks before election day, according to Judge Chutkin out of the Washington January 6th trial, if you didn't hear the news today, the super brief that was accepted by Judge Chutkin, filed by the the prosecutor, they have until the 2nd, which is Tuesday, to make their initial objections, and then they have the 10th, October 10th, the defense does, to make their next round of objections. And then after that, it sounds like Judge Chutkin is just going to put that brief onto the public record. So it'll be very funny to see what Mike Barra and other people who might be like still like Kerry Cassidy or Trump supporters will have to say. If any, or they'll be talking about aliens, I guess. I don't know if they'll talk about anything, maybe.
You will enjoy this trip more than anything else. The weather is great. It's 75 to 80 degrees. In the morning, it's 50 degrees.
It's amazing that he can make that
early
prediction.
morning. So
Whatever
it's
happened to Eric
beautiful. We got
Awakening,
3
man?
swimming pools to swim. Go ahead, Kerry.
Oh no, we're all good. I just wanted to. I'm trying to give
I
them
always
the
forget
link in
that.
the
I
chat.
apologize, Jed. I apologize. You know what ends up happening is that I hear myself, but I oftentimes forget that if I'm playing a video, that as much as I like to believe that you can hear me at the same volume that I'm speaking over the audio, that I have to that I can't speak simultaneously with the lovely people on the video.
They can buy tickets. Okay, there it is. Wow, that worked. That's amazing. Okay, so because if you buy tickets using that link, then Camelot gets some kind of credit. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Kerry has his own link. Get on that.
Looking to the live chat, Amy Collins says they're going to share the evidence. If you're responding, Catherine, I see you in the live chat, Catherine. I say hello to you. Jesus J, I say hello to you. Jonaside says, whatever happened to Eric Awakening, man? I don't know. Like I said, it may be the case that a lot of the people that we say hello to Bob White. It may be the case that a lot of the people that we used to interact with on maybe what might be characterized as the middle to the other side of the skepticism chasm when it comes to some of these questions. They may be in different places. They might be on Facebook Live, where some of the people that we used to respond to and spar to, as far as broadcasters, may have migrated to. The Alfred Lamont Webbers, the Kerry Cassidys, the Captain Randy Kramers, the Simon Parks. Though we might think of these people as having gone, some of these people are just having their conversations and doing their broadcasts on Facebook or on Rumble. I think it's a very popular place where people are on Odyssey, or a lot of people went to BitChute. And so they might just be other places, and it is what it is. And certain people just, have chosen, like I said, as I, just said to people, you're invited to stay involved in the conversation with me, but my conversations are going on to other places and talking about, we say hello to Rodrigo Vieira, to other Jack Smith, the name of the prosecutor, going on to other places. People have voluntarily, if people aren't interested in other things that I talk about, people are not interested in other things that I talk about. That's not their fault. That's not their problem. We say hello to Charles Williamson. What is unfortunate sometimes feels like Jesus Chase's Eric disappeared off X. He was pretty much all I'd interact with. That happens too. If your point of connection with people is a social media platform, if they leave that social media platform, or you leave that social media platform, and that social media platform disappears, then that nexus of connection disappears, which is why I always say more and more I'm emphasizing in my life. And I tell people in their lives too, get away from the internet, get back to reality, get back to the real world. Too many people have invested too much of their life into the virtual space. If it's not real, it's not real. You know what I mean? Don't pull, the tarot cards on your phone are a supplement. If you can't get to an actual deck of tarot cards, they're in case. The email is in case you can't send somebody a letter. The webcam is in case you can't visit the person or make an arrangement to visit the person. The phone call is to make plans to get together in person. It's the in-person interaction that matters. You know what I mean?
A link so Kerry can benefit on that to help her organization, Project Camelot. We're inviting all you guys. Why is it important to come? We all network together in face-to-face, because we are at the point of century. God has given me this day to bring all of all of us together to be deciding the future timelines. If you're not there,
look at this. Look at the skepticism on Sasha Lesson. She's the girl with the gal with the Little House on the Prairie look, just like the straight, across the boundary bangs. I just love it. She's like, okay. Some people are just like riding it out, like her and Zeta in the corner.
you will miss a lot of timelines that you should be on it.
Okay.
So if
sure,
it's a positive timeline, you should be there with us.
Be on that timeline in Las Vegas.
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to war with Iran right now. So
it looks like we're going to a war with Iran right now. Is that what it looks like? Okay.
It's very important that people are able to get together in person and share the field of resonance and bring peace to the planet. So
let's bring peace to the planet by getting together with other, people who believe that we should get together and vote for who? I don't know.
Okay, I want to go around the table here and have each person introduce themselves. So I see Ryan.
This is where it's going to get good.
And Vela. Ryan Velli. I'm sorry, Ryan Velli. And
don't get twisted.
Anyway, Ryan, hi. It's nice to see you. Why don't you be the first? Go right ahead and introduce yourself and maybe talk a little bit about what you're going to talk about.
Well, nice to see.
First of all, let's start off with snap judgments. No. Hey, what I like is to everyone's got, it's everyone's, it's all, hey, it is. I just like, it's the calm demeanor, it's the earth tones, it's the woody finishes. That's what I would say. If I was Ryan Velli, that's what I'd be like. Hi, I'm Ryan Velli. And what can I tell you about myself that you don't already know just by looking at the image that I present online? Woody finishes, paper room dividers, and a cup of coffee and or tea. Earth tones. A white, unassuming guy with glasses. Hi, I'm Ryan Velli. Let's see how close I was to accurate.
To see you again, Kerry, and all the speakers that I don't know and all of those that I've already spoke to. Thanks for joining today, and all the audience. Appreciate it greatly. I talk about artificial intelligence, but
way off. I was totally talks about artificial intelligence. I was off.
A variety of things. The problem right now is that artificial intelligence has been very, very quick in its development, and I don't think people or our civilization is morally ready.
FYI, in case you're curious, the development of artificial intelligence goes back to probably like early 1960s, earlier probably. It's been going on for a long time.
I don't think our economic system is ready. I don't think the battlefield is ready for AI. So,
well, it's too bad it's already there then. But what
I'm trying to do is educate people about what the realities of AI are, how that it's being rolled out, not necessarily in service to humanity, but rather to control and oppress humanity, because AI has owners. So we've lived in basically a construct for a very long time as our human civilization. We're kind of in a cage, physically, but also mentally. And
that's not relaxing at all. No, it's way off. I like the Ryan Velli that I was imagining much more than I like this Ryan Velli at all. You know what I mean? This guy's kind of scary. He's kind of like Morpheus, but without the cool glasses or the leather trench coat, man. You know what I mean?
AI is going to come in as basically, the jailer, AI jailer. So I think it's important that people understand AI and we retake this technology back and use it in service to humanity, or service to human beings, not for, looking for ways to get rid of human beings. I'm pro-human. So I talk.
But you lost me at pro-human. You know what I mean? Forget those guys.
Talk in detail about that. I provide all the links and references to government sites and all kinds of different companies that are releasing this information, but nobody seems to be able to put it together in a concise way and kind of give people a quick hour or so less.
Do you remember that guy? There was that guy who used to have those infomercials, and he was he had the whole suit that was question marks. His whole suit was like he had question marks on. And he was like, check out this book. And his whole thing was he would sell you this book. It was like, you can get, did you ever want to be a pet groomer? Did you know that the government will you can get $250 from the government just to learn how to be a pet groomer? Do you want to learn how to take care of old people? The government will pay you $5,000. And he had this book of like all the free money you could get from the government for like to learn how to do different things. And he would wear this suit with all these question marks on it. Sounds like this is what this guy does. He's got a presentation about all the websites for the government about AI.
Lesson on what's transpiring in that area. So that's what I do. But I also talk about functional mushrooms and
hey, it's kind of like me. I talk about douchebags on the internet who make up shit they don't know anything about. Also, I've got this video. I got another YouTube channel about TTRPGs. If there's a Venn diagram where those two things overlay. Oh, there's not. Oh, okay.
Meditation and all kinds of different things. Positive solution-oriented
directions
that we
things
can do and apply to our lives to increase the potentiality for a positive timeline.
Sounds like this guy's introduction was written by AI. What would you say you do here? Oh, well, basically my function at this company is to synergize with the different levels of the infrastructure in order to develop new communication protocols to help us work more efficiently as a team across valences, dynamics, and factors to bring a holistic sense of togetherness that translates from the internals of the community into real life interactive force in our outreach to the community, our consumer base. So you just kind of bullshit in the corner about what you do here all day. Exactly. You're fired.
For human civilization, as you guys were just talking about. So it's very important.
They were just talking about something?
Right now, as you know, with all the war and chaos, that human civilization really accept its responsibility.
I see Shaq Rosetta checking his phone. I see Shaq Rosetta checking his phone. I see Brett Luder checking his phone. I see Hans Dietrich is watching TV in the corner. Brad Olson is checked out. Kerry Cassidy has no idea what's going on. Sasha Lesson wishes she was somewhere else. Teresa J. Morris has run out of smiles.
And we do some positive acts to kind of steer it back in a positive timeline.
Yep,
so
there's a smile
that's
back.
what I'm about. That's why I
back.
attend. If you haven't been to the event before, it's kind of, if you've seen the movie The Hangover, it's a lot like that. So it's in Vegas.
If you've seen the movie The Hangover, the event is a lot like that. Okay. I'm sure it's not.
Vegas and David's gonna kill me now.
Crazy
no,
guys. You wild,
you
crazy kids. What? You crazy kids? No.
Las Vegas.
No, it's going to be.
No, it's gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be really fun. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Yeah, you seem really convinced, Gary. Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. Fuck you.
And again, what are the dates again?
The dates are Thursday. We start at 2 p.m. Thursday, 17th October in 3 weeks. So
The 17th through the
Here we go. The Kerry Cassidy's like, I asked for the dates. So you're the 17th,
20th,
20th.
right?
Thursday to Sunday, every day 9 to 6. But Thursday we start at 2 p.m. because people.
Oh God, dude, read the room, and don't just read the room. Read Kerry Cassidy.
Drive to Vegas. Some of them we wait for them.
Meanwhile, figure this: we're at 11 minutes and 39 seconds in their video. I know it seems like we must be at 3 hours in because that seems how long it might have taken to get this far. We've only gotten through Ryan Valley. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other people to go. But they only have 35 more minutes to do it. Someone's going to get fucked.
So you can come Wednesday and sleep at the hotel, $74 a night right now for a couple of more days.
You could come Tuesday and stay 2 nights over, and you could hang out in the lobby and just like people watch. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what you do? You could come Monday, get a hooker. You know what I mean? Get, you know, and then, you know, that's before anyone even like really shows. You won't see anybody who knows you. Tell them it's your daughter or something, or your cousin or nephew or niece. And then, you know, you get yourself straight on Tuesday, and then Wednesday people start showing up. You're a completely different person. You get yourself straightened out, or whatever. Go to an AA meeting or whatever.
Enjoy the discount. The link's on our website.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
Very
now,
good.
you
And
say?
I'll show the banner in a minute again
You show the banner.
so people can see that. But okay, who's going to be our next speaker?
AKA, who can go next so they can get the F out of here?
Brett, Later or Loader?
Luder.
Oh, Brett, Later, Luder. Where is Aaron?
Strike 2. You want to try again?
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! You don't do that to Kerry Cassidy. Shit! Fan reaction? Oh, we got Professor Cupcake. Annie Nikki New. Welcome. That guy is Matthew Lesko, the free government money guy. I want my $333 back. You said the quiet. The Riddler has question marks on his suit. Oh my God. He introduces himself and everyone asks, go where? You should hang out with EVS, the human sunbeam, Ethan Van Skyver, Jersey native. I want to hang out with that guy. I also want to hang out with the butterfly man. The audit, the First Amendment audit guy. Or say the free speech. Anyway. Professor Nikki New. Or Professor Cupcake. Annie Nikki New. Peace on to you. Dalton B, welcome. Welcome all. Welcome to the show. But I have to rewind that. I have to get that. I have to get that, and then I have to get his reaction. I have to get her reaction because this might not go well. Because Kerry Cassidy has a tendency to
Enjoy the discount. The link's on our website.
Oh, I see. Okay. Very good. And I'll show the banner in a minute again so people can see that. But okay, who's going to be our next speaker? Brett, Later or Loader?
Luder.
Strike 2. You want to try again?
How do you say it?
Luder.
Luder. Okay, Brett Luder. I don't think we've met Brett. I apologize if we have.
That's okay.
Brett, we can't hear you, Brett. Can you come closer?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, better now.
Better now.
Okay. Right.
So
okay, it went better than I anticipated. Sometimes interactions go harder with Kerry Cassidy. Okay, we do okay. But he was a little snappy.
So yeah, so
like the personality. Let's see what happens with Brett.
Please introduce
Brett Luder. They call me Luder.
Introduce yourself and talk a little bit about what you're going to talk about.
And don't worry, Brett, because CW Chanter is not going to be a douchebag to you at all. Why would I be a douchebag to this guy? Why am I pre-assuming that I'm going to be a douchebag to this guy? Why am I being a douchebag to myself and assume because I'm an asshole?
Okay. Hi, my name is Brett Luder. It's an honor to be here. And no, we have.
It's not an honor to be here, Brett. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe you're being a good person and just saying, I love Teresa J. Morris. It may, that $1 million smile, it is an honor to be there. It's an honor to watch. Brett, you are correct. It is an honor to be there. I stand corrected. Teresa J. Morris makes the moment. How about that smile? You know what I love? I love Teresa J. Morris being right next to Shaq Rock, to Shorty Rock Zeta, because the two of them, they're like the grandparents at the family event. She's the smiley one, and he's like, I want to go home. And then you've got like the sons and the daughters, and then you've got the next generation. I love it. I love it. It's like we're just waiting for them to give out the envelopes to the bar mitzvah boy.
I've never met Kerry, although I've been watching you for years. So it's quite an honor to meet you right now. And I'm going to be giving a talk. It's a chapter of this new book right here. It's called Agents of Ascension, UFO PR. It's going to be.
I think Teresa's read the book. Or she's just, who wouldn't like Brett Luter, right? I got to tell you something. He might be the next guy. Actually, if I was Brad Olson, you know those things, like there's those movies where it's like Burt Reynolds is in like one role, and then he's like the next guy coming up, he's like coaching, like it's like a Burt Reynolds type, but he's like got to like coach like a young Lorenzo Lamas to be a swimmer or something. And there's like a little tension because it's like one guy's a little older, and then the other guy's like an up and comer guy or something. You know what I mean? Like who's good? Oh, it looks like there's a new stud in the fuck the women wrangling rump stadium tonight, huh? Burt Reynolds character, huh? And then the old guy's gotta be like, "Hey, fuck you, random old mechanic guy. You're gonna get killed by a random thing happening, and me and the other kid are gonna get close because of it, because we both love you." The old guy's like, "What? Wait, I'm gonna die? What the fuck?"
Sent to the layout guy here in the next couple of weeks, just waiting on some artwork.
Hey, by the way, Zeta, you're the one's gonna die. No, I'm kidding. He's not gonna die.
But it's essentially about how public relations has controlled the UFO narrative from the very beginning, and what that actually means for us now, and what is actually real or not real, what's fabricated. In my research, it looks like a lot of stuff has been fabricated.
In my research, everything's been fabricated. Hey, a lot of it's been fabricated. Guess what? My research indicates all of it's been fabricated. None of it's real. In fact, I'm not even real. And neither are you. How's that?
Contactees, while a lot of them believe exactly what's happened to them, we have the technology to create all that stuff in people's minds. So
what's the point, right? Maybe we're all just brains in a jar. And maybe when Neo escapes the Matrix, as you know, he's not just in another Matrix. And maybe God is just the devil laughing at you. Or maybe that's all just a figment of your imagination, and you're really the prime creator at the center of it all. You ever really look at your hands?
Really throws off what the reality is, and I think it's been clouded by a lot of this tech white noise, if you will.
Look at Brad. Look at Brad Olson being like, "Oh, really? Oh, fascinating."
They're setting it up. I'm going to talk about chapter 14, which is the shaver mystery, and how that.
The shaver mystery. The shaver mystery. Oh my God. In case you're curious, the shaver mystery is an amazing tale that, quite frankly, and with all due respect, I have seen episodes of the original Popeye black and white cartoon that have had more credible, reality-based physics and scientific explanations behind it than the fucking shaver mystery.
That is representative of what I call a formal public relations campaign.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And how it displays many of the traits that are presented in all kinds of Hollow Earth tales and UFO tales throughout time. And so I stumbled onto this.
Did you know that when Gary Gygax wrote Dungeons and Dragons, it was a aspect of the MK Ultra program designed to trick children into believing that they were actually halflings, orcs, dwarves, and wizards fighting men and clerics, so that they would divert themselves onto artificial timelines, go back in time to medieval and faux Renaissance periods, and beaten by dragons? Well, duh.
This theory, studying the Hollow Earth.
Think about it.
In my time with Diane Robbins, the ambassador to Telos up in Mount Shasta, and it became clear to me that these Hollow Earth stories were repeating the same information over and over. giants, UFOs, high technology, pyramids, crystals, all this kind of things. Turns out are patterns that you see in all the different stories.
Question. Why is it that in all the Walt Disney princess movies, there's always a princess? Question. Every single Disney movie you've ever seen has come out of Disney Studios. Question. Why is it that every single time people get irate and upset that a character formerly portrayed as Caucasian is then recast and recreated and portrayed by an African American or Asian actress, that character was previously portrayed as Caucasian? You got to free your mind and think. You got to open your mind. You got to stop walking on the soles of your shoes and start asking yourselves, why would they name the soles of your shoes after the most important aspect of yourself, the soul, unless they wanted you to walk all over yourself? It's all about interconnectivity and the answers that are right in front of our minds. There's no such thing as taxes. And has anyone ever really seen Alex Jones? You really think that guy exists? Please.
So this led me to the overarching theory that not just people from the Hollow Earth, but UFOs, and those two subjects are related. Lots of UFOs
Whoa!
could be.
We got a who? Wait, Christy Wixon Martin? Who the is that? Who was? Someone was what? Was there another person here? Did someone disappear and come back, or did just someone get replaced? Or is there a new person? There's a new person.
Be from the Hollow Earth or from underground bases like Dulce, Area 51, that kind of thing.
Those places don't exist.
My talk is basically going to be centered around how the Shaver Mysteries is really representative of this PR campaign, and it puts Shaver into a whole new light. Was he just...
The Shaver Mysteries is literally here. I'm going to summarize the Shaver Mysteries with 100% accuracy for you right now. Okay. It was reproduced in like a magazine at the time called like Amazing Stories or something like that. It was really literally like Strange Tales, like one of these comic book like books. It was literally like a comic book style magazine that just had, stories in them. Okay. And someone had written in like they would accept stories. And so someone wrote in and be like, it was literally like, Dear Penthouse Forum, I never thought these stories were true till it happened to me. We say hello to Paranormal Hood Live. Hello to Paranormal Hood Live. One day I was walking around my property and the strangest thing happened. There was a hole in the ground, like a hole I'd never seen before. So I walked into the hole and it went deeper and deeper. And I thought to myself, oh, it'll get dark soon. I should be going to the back towards where, but then it started to get light again. And then I saw these strange beings called the Darrow. And I was like, oh my, we're you strange people called the Darrow. And they brought me on an amazing journey down Believe. And I would stay down further and further. And they had strange machines there where they could say they could do earthquakes. They were going to make earthquakes and make all the world blow up. And I said, no, don't do that. And they were like, we're going to do this. And we eat people. And we're like, oh, no, don't kill them. Don't do that. And I was like, we kidnap people on a regular basis. If people you see that disappear, it's because they got kidnapped by us because we're the Darrow. We kidnap you. And there's other people there, good people. They said, no. We're the reason that not everyone gets killed by the Darrow because we maintain with a balance and we care. And the people of Earth, you must learn to live in peace with the people of nature and then accept things. And then I came back to the surface and I'm not writing the story. And I know you think the story is make believe and no one will believe me. But I'm writing to you now and I'm not using my real name because if you use my real name, you'll think I'm crazy. And I don't want people to think I'm crazy. But it all really happened, just like I said. The end. And they wrote it and they reprinted the story, and the person was like, I am the editor of this magazine, and I received this story, and I had the same reaction that probably many of you had. This couldn't have happened. This makes no sense. How could this? What a strange story. Oh, so enjoy it as a story, if you will. Or ask yourselves, as I have been forced to ask myself many nights, as I could not escape thinking about this story over and over again. Could it be true? Could it be true? Because if it's not true, why do I keep on coming back and thinking about this? Every day we hear amazing stories and have no problem ignoring it and thinking it can't be possibly true. But yet, this story haunts the people that it haunts for some reason. Whoa, whoa. That's the fucking Shaver Mysteries. It ended up being like running to like 3 book lengths. I have the reproduced books. You know who ripped off the Shaver Mysteries was the dude who sued me. He had the links to the Shaver Mysteries on Amazon on his website for a while. And I pointed it out. I was like, yeah, duh. But it's silly. And if you go to the Wikipedia entry on the Shaver Mysteries, they go through just like it's the same story as the Philadelphia experiment. A guy gets contacted anonymously. You'll never believe this story. You'll never believe this story is true, but because it is true, it happened to me. It's the same thing with John Teeter. And it always ends up the exact same way. Credible person gets contacted by someone not credible. They tell them this amazing story, this tons and tons of information. How could it be true? How could it be not true? Blah, 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 blah. But they're going to print it because, oh my God, someone's got to tell the story. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but here's the information. People get obsessed with it. But then lo and behold, after a while, maybe not 1 year, maybe not 2 years, maybe not 3 years, but 4, maybe 5, some people do the actual reporting, do the actual investigation, and what do they find out? They trace it back to the person that originally told the story, that originally sent in the documents or whatever, and they find one of 2 things. Either people doing an elaborate hoax, like the guys that did John Teeter, people with actual brains who were like, hey, let's fuck around and do this, or people who are kind of a little bit nutty. Like the Philadelphia experiment, but people who had no idea what they were talking about. Mr. Heuristics. Yep, that is what it is. You know, people are still do it. It is what it is. I hear you. But that's the thing. But Mr. Heuristics, I'll tell those people the same thing that I learned myself, and the same thing that other people either have failed to learn or will learn. And I still talk about cover David Wilcock occasionally, but here's what you realize. If you whatever you spend your time, energy grows where attention goes, and you become fused, and your brain becomes fused, and your timelines become fused with that which you attach yourself to, right? So if David Wilcock broadcasts for 4 hours, and then you watch him for 4 hours, and then rewind and take notes and then follow up, that's now 4 hours plus. And then, and then you have people watching you watch him and talking about him, and you chat back and forth about him, right? And then you do it more than once, and then it becomes what your show is about, and then you become that guy to that guy, and it becomes a known thing. Now you're connected. You're connected in people's brains. You don't have to go woo-woo with it. You just have to know that people's brains work on electricity or beyond that. People are connected to people. People are networked to people. People are connected through their internet connections, right? The algorithms work by studying who are searching for similar things. The people that are subscribed to this guy who watch at this level at this time also subscribe to this guy who watch at this time and this thing, whatever. So on all these levels, you're building up the connections, and you're just in your own brain. You watched the 4 hours of David Wilcock that you knew was not correct information, right? He's not necessarily watching you. You're watching him, right? But anyway,
Just some crackpot making up fiction that was really overly graphic for its time.
and then what you're going to learn is then you're going to say to yourself, now I want to go, speaking from experience, now I want to go talk about something else. Now I want to talk about something that's interested in me. Hey, folks, you want to come along and talk about something interesting else? So you're saying, like, talking about me? And everyone who was like, no, we want to hear you talk about David Wilcock, yo.
Time, as people like David Hatcher Childress and a number of other authors have argued, in line with the science fiction of the time. I think that's a odds-on bet. But when you take a look a little deeper, when you look at the public relations campaign aspect, when you realize that tens of thousands of people wrote letters to the editor, to Amazing Stories, to corrupt.
Amazing Stories. That was a famous magazine. Amazing Stories. They later on, I think it was Steven Spielberg had a TV show like Amazing Stories that was based on it. But it's amazing, it's those stories like The Man on the Moon, you know what I mean? A pocket full of pennies. Don't laugh, a pocket full of pennies will change your life, my dear, like this one. What do you think you can get with a pocket full of pennies? Just one penny. What can I get with one penny? I don't know. If you could buy anything with a penny, what would you buy? Well, I'd get my father back. I would. What's that over there? Dad?
Corroborate Shaver's findings about the Darrows, claiming that they've had their own experience with the Darrows. I think they're.
How about all the people that claim to have experiences with the tall whites, the blue avians, the small grays, the less than average in stature, off-white purples? Huh? Let's not forget our friends, the Rainbow Bright Buddies. Oh, the Rainbow Bright Buddies. Whatever happened to those guys? Hey, whatever happened to Psychic Sasquatch? Psychic Sasquatch, what happened to you? Someone stopped returning my phone calls.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. And so I'm going to present evidence to suggest
there's less to this story than meets the eye. Are you kidding me? Is this guy rebooting the Shaver Mysteries? This is incredible, folks. This is like going all in, right? On like, you know what I mean? Dr. Zaius being real. I mean, you got to be
October
shitting
17th
me.
to 20th at the Alexis Park Resort at the Alien event.
Okay, very well done. Very interesting. Let's see. Okay, so how about Sasha Lesson? Hi, Sasha. Been a long time.
Actually, it's Janet and Sasha. He's not here. He's at yoga, and he today. We're going to be talking, of course, about the Anunnaki. There's a fact.
So this is Janet Lesson. So apparently Sasha's her significant other. So she's taken, folks. So screw me. I'm not gonna get any playoff Janet. Or so Sasha believes. Well, I don't know. Sasha may be a tall drink of water.
Action never left. We're going to carry it through from the ancient to the modern and see what's been going on with them. We have a PowerPoint presentation. Doctor's Lessons to lead on that one. I'm going to be there, backup and support. And then we're going to talk about the second part of our, I guess we have two parts, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to talk about the dragon at the end of time, which I met when I was on Johnson Atoll, which is.
Wait, when she was on, did she say when she was on drugs at Atoll? What? Wait, was that? Hold on.
Doctor's Lessons to lead on that one. I'm going to be there, backup and support. And then we're going to talk about the second part of our, I guess we have two parts, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to talk about the dragon at the end of time, which I met when I was on Johnson Atoll, which is a military base 800 miles southwest of the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh, on Johnson Atoll, not on drugs. On Atoll, on Johnson Atoll.
In 1996. And I went into an interface with this dragon and don't know how I did it, but I was able to do it with the assistance of it was like a group meeting of everybody. There were Galactic Federation members, there were Anunnaki, there were presidents and all the world leaders. It was just like phenomenal event. I was taken from my bed, put into a dress, a fancy dress. It was like Eyes Wide Shut.
Ooh.
We walked out into the inner earth.
I'll tell you, some gals have all the luck. You know what I mean? Never have I ever. You know what I mean? Shit that never happens to me for 500, Alex.
Kind of part of the facility. There's a natural facility that was down below. There's an artificial facility at the top level where they took me from a bed through a beam ship over to the underwater and into that facility. And then I went into the scout and a ritual, and then all the Anunnaki and all the other beings were dressed in their finest outfits.
All right.
And so anyway, I'll go over the ritual that I had.
Okay, so no.
Now that Kerry doesn't like it when gals go on too long. You notice that that's what happened to the last one where she went off on another gal. She's always quick to cut off gals.
I'm sorry to interrupt. So what
she is not sorry to interrupt.
What we don't want to do is tell your whole story, but
yeah, we don't want you having limelight when you're another female. So I'll tell you I'm going to tell you who's going to get shit on the most is Christy Wixon Martin is going to get fucked over. And I'm going to tell you who else could get slammed with a high beam energy of hate is Teresa J. Morris for having the crime and the audacity of smiling. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to predict that.
What we want to just do is give a heads up. So maybe you could.
Meanwhile, as if Brett Luder did not tell everything under the sun about his whole presentation, right? You got to be shitting me.
Curtail it a bit.
That's it. Thank you.
Oh, all right. So you're going to be telling about your encounter with a.
You see how she characterizes your encounter? That wasn't an encounter. That was a whole fucking thing. She interfaced with a fucking dragon. I'm sorry, Kerry Cassidy. You don't like it when people can describe things other than I've had a Kundalini awakening and I'm a healer, I'm a cosmic, blah, blah, blah. And you can't describe anything with imagination. She was describing something beautifully. So now you're just going to say it's an encounter, just like you do. So watch her say some more shit. I watch you. Look at Sasha. Janet. Look how Jen is so nice and sweet and little, like, this little like Smurf Nomi thing. Watch Kerry Cassidy be a total fucking bitch to her.
A lot of beings, right?
Right.
And okay. Thank you for that. So
she was about to go off. She was about to try and investigate or like minimize. I surmise, though I could be being catty, because if I do that, it's just because I know Kerry Cassidy a bit, not because I know her, but because I did not say I know of her work.
So is it you and you and Sasha?
See, she's gonna go into the de minimis because Sasha is the doctor and Janet's the assistant. Now it's gonna be this whole she's gonna go in on de minimizing.
Right. Sasha's gonna do the part on the Anunnaki. Ancient to the modern, and mine is kind of the modern experiencer. We work with we do hypnosis and counseling with experiencers, and I'm a lifelong experiencer.
Okay. Now I understand. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. And let's do Eric. Dadmere. I never tried to.
Right. Yes. Eric Dadmere. Perfect.
Okay. Now, is Christy Wilson?
No, she's not. She's not our speaker. Please turn off the video, Christy.
How did she? Actually, well, then I need to
Christy, you're not a. Yeah, thank you.
I
Up. We had a interloper. We had some sort of interloper on the panel.
Need to remove that person. Okay, so because we can't. This is only for the speakers to be on here. How did she get the link? I wonder.
I invited her because
I told you don't invite anybody. This is private.
Nice. Now here we go. Some fighting between David and Brad.
I told her that she could listen.
You don't need to use a link to listen.
Well, let's all fucking relax, you new age beautiful people.
It doesn't matter. Okay, thank you.
I
So,
don't know
okay,
why.
Eric, it's your turn.
Hi, Kerry. Nice to see you again. My name is Eric the Healer. I'm better known as Eric the Healer, Eric Reza Dadmare, and I met you in 2013.
I'm better known as CW Chanter the Jerk. I'm better known as CW the pain in your ass.
Where you were taping me with a little record, little microphone and bill, and now we're here 11 years later, master number 11, and it was really nice having you last time and seeing you, and so it's nice to have you again. We're really honored to have you, Kerry, and can't thank you enough.
Yeah, she's the mother of disclosure.
Okay,
to
no,
our show.
that's not supposed to be what you talk about. So what you're doing is introducing yourself.
And I'm bringing and I'm just saying thank you and
Thank
we've
you.
been-
Okay, thank you.
It's great to have you back
Oh,
again,
kiss
and I'm going to
everybody's
try to
ass.
inspire people to look into the latest things.
Yep, sorry.
I've been looking at maps of ancient sea kings and the land beyond the ice wall, and
Is that seekings? Like we are seeking something, or sea kings? Like, you know, you buy the sea monkeys, and one of them would be like the king.
there's a lot of videos of ships, I think, that just like Washington D.C., that 10 square mile has been they haven't been flyovers over that area, and now there's many planes flying over. The same way, many boats are going to Antarctica and aren't being turned around, and they're exploring, and I'm so something has changed, and
Yes.
so I'm going to try to inspire people to look into that. And
I'm gonna try and inspire people with the notion that helicopters exist. At one point in human history, there were no helicopters, and now look at us, and we have planes and monkeys.
share all the different maps I've been looking at, just to inspire people, because I'm a pioneer.
I'm just gonna. My presentation is about books. It's the wonder of books. I brought 15 to 25 random books from my house, mystery novels, some Sue Grafton, a couple of Stephen Kings, even a Dr. Seuss, and it's just gonna be about get involved, put them on top of your head, wear them like a little hat. You know what I mean? Just explore. Look at them. But books in foreign languages. Just like if you're illiterate, stare at the page until you read. Until you just become get inspired by the notion of reading, qua reading.
Here, speaker about many topics like Tartaria and transhumanism with the GMO foods and changing our DNA and so I'm going to talk a little bit about health, because I'm also in the biomed. I'll be talking about the liver cleanse and parasite cleanse. I'm every month.
Gonad indoctrination. Bearded clam reclamation rituals of the indigenous people of South Africa.
I'm doing one or the other. On the full moon, I'm doing the parasite cleanse when they're active, and on the new moon, which is coming up this October 2nd, Tuesday at 11:45.
We missed it. No, we didn't.
At Pacific time is the parasite, the liver cleanse. I mean,
I can't do this forever.
It's very easy to, I want to inspire people. I've been doing it for 2 years religiously.
The fear is that we're
every
going to
month.
miss something.
And I'm noticing a lot of great changes and detoxing, and parasites are really cancer. And once you start cleaning all these bugs out, you really feel great.
Eric, we're talking about alien event, not biomed expo.
Well, that's both of my, that's.
Oh, this guy. It's the Saeed David farm. This guy is like, you know what I mean? Come on. It's like you put your best foot forward. It's like I had a music teacher who was like, even if you start screwing up on stage, don't look like you're screwing up on stage. Don't make a face at the drummer if you think the drummer missed the beat. Just like whatever you do, don't look like you're having a bad time, like something's screwing up. Just go with it. Go with the flow, and don't start turning on each other.
that's who I am, and I'm both these parts, and I'm glad to have Alien Event, and I'm hoping to inspire people to look into the land beyond the ice wall. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Gary.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, we're going to go to Brad Olson. Hi, Brad. How you doing?
Here we go, big boy Brad. One of the slow it back down for our main event, kind of, I think, partially. Remember, folks, kept a straight face as Kerry Cassidy showed him her new crystal skull that was clearly a ghetto ass. Excuse me if that offends anybody. It's really the best way I could characterize what she showed the dude. Cheap ass, craptastic, your burnout, dumb friend from high school made it in shop class on the sneak. And that's part of the reason it looks like doo-doo incense burner that she's thought was a legit crystal skull because she's one of the best journalists in the world, let alone outside the world of, what is this, conspiracy, ufology, whatever. Kerry Cassidy, Brad Olson.
Hi, Kerry. Nice to see you and everybody here.
You've been drinking.
Hey, Brad.
Several times.
You've been drinking. No, you've been
everybody else
drinking.
on the
Come
panel.
on, what? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
well,
I kid, Brad
I'm
Olson.
glad you
We
brought me
love
up
you.
after Eric because he is.
Is Brad Olson been drinking? No, no. Come on, I'm fucking around. Brett Kavanaugh. Come on, I'm kidding. I have no idea. Hey, he's on screen now. Brad Olson. I will point this out. There are people that look fantastic up until a point, and then they age radically fast. 2024, the tail end, the last since July of 2024, I have noticed a lot of people that have all been on that kind of conservo, MAGA, QAnon kind of tip aspect of that, of new age ufology, that got involved in that aspect of the culture, are falling the F apart.
In the camp of flat earth, I'm here to tell you
if you told me that Brad Olson had been replaced by a different dude, this guy barely resembles the Brad Olson that we saw last fucking year.
It's a spherical planet. And I know this because I set foot in Antarctica. And when I was...
You know how a ton of freaking people set foot in Antarctica. You can go to Antarctica if you want to as a tourist. You can. You just can't go up into the continent, into the wilds. You can there are ships that go, like the QE2, there are cruise ships that go near Antarctica. In fact, that is most likely what that dude, what's his name, Wano Saban, was doing when he was photographing himself, telling
down
people
there.
that he
I
was
took a
going
lot
to
of
Antarctica.
pictures right here on my cell phone. I mean,
yeah.
What more proof do you want me to give that Antarctica exists? And I'll be doing a 90-minute presentation called The Hidden Anomalies of Antarctica and showing what's going on down there in some of the research stations, but also what is speculated, because there are a lot of mysteries. And that's what I went down there for. As far as I know, I'm the only researcher in this field that actually went down there and set foot.
There are multiple researchers in this field who talk about going to Antarctica. There was a guy that went off on the lady, the neo-Nazi lady. There are a lot of people. First of all, the correlation, the Venn diagram of the overlay between people that have been to Antarctica and people in this field who've gone to Antarctica. Well, number one, it cancels each other out, because to go to Antarctica, you need to be an actual serious researcher, kind of. It's hard to get there. And that disqualifies a lot of people that be involved in this field, because people that actually study science and stuff tend not to be involved in this field. Why? Because this field is clown shoes. You know, Stan Friedman, you know, was an actual nuclear, I guess he was a nuclear, like he had a PhD in like nuclear physics or whatever. But, you know, people would say, like, well, why aren't there more people that are into this stuff? Like, it was just his hobby. Like most people who know about astrophysics and stuff, they know, they do things like, well, of course they're not into this stuff, because they look at, through telescopes all the time. They know there's no fucking things out there. They know that there's amazing things to see in space, but they know that there's no friggin' UFOs. If they know there's no UFOs, a million miles out, 2 million miles out, they know that they're not, crossing the river Styx near Duluth or whatever. It's only dingbats who consider themselves scientific outliers who are actually not scientific outliers at all. They're just not scientists who consider themselves quote unquote researchers in this field. Just because you're doing research doesn't mean you're a serious researcher. I mean, God bless people that are involved in this field and are interested in this stuff. It's amazing. It can be amazing to read their theories and stuff. But there's a reason that they're not, their work is not incorporated into the annals of, academia. And it's not because the academia is too scared to look at their information. No, it's because their information is not worth looking at.
But on the continent and looked into a lot of these mysteries, from the hole in the ice to pyramids poking through to antediluvian civilizations. So maybe there is some similarities with Eric's talk about the flat Earth, that there may be some lost civilizations still yet to be found. Antarctica is one of the great mysteries of planet Earth. I often say that besides what's under the ice.
But also remember that as the one thing that always irks me about people like Brad Olson is that he does this. He wants to have this 1 foot in this camp, 1 foot in the other. As he's doing this, look, I'm fair and balanced. Look at both sides. He is the publisher of Laura Eisenhower's first book. So at the end of the day, he's making his money in this field selling bullshit to people who consume bullshit as healthy, lovable, fully engaged bullshit consumers in the community of bullshit consumption.
The deepest depths of the ocean are the last unexplored pieces of territory left on the planet, the last uncharted lands and under ocean.
Objectively not true, but something that is said all the time. Why? Because it was said by, it was either Jacques Cousteau or Richard Attenborough in one of these National Geographic Explorer movies, like one of those movies that was done in like the 70s. Everyone knows that line. The oceans are the last unexplored area on planet Earth. It is objectively 100% not true. But people still say it. And why do they say it? It comes from a fucking nature movie for fucking kids.
So I think it's always worth talking about Antarctica, and there's always new information coming out. I'll also be the moderator on the transhumanist panel.
Yeah, the panel.
A very lively discussion we had
Great
last
panel.
Alien
Don't miss
event,
it, guys.
and I think
Kerry
you were on
was
that panel too, Kerry, and
Mike Bear, everybody.
a lot of really great insights into where we're going with AI and transhumanism. And this too is very cutting edge information, because what we're talking about is a transformation of humanity. That's what transhumanism is. They want to try to introduce technologies into the humans to change all of us. So come to the transhumanist talk panel.
Okay, so when is which day is the panel on?
Sunday.
David, on Sunday. Okay, great.
Now this is getting a little long in the tooth for me. It's about 8 o'clock. I don't know how long I've been here, but this is like, I like it when they're getting spicy, but as far as I'm concerned, it's getting a little bit long for me. Vector, because Kerry is basically a vector of the contagion. Fair enough analysis. Fair enough analysis, I dare say.
Oh, thank you, Brad. I'm going to consider that your introduction there.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to go to Teresa Morris. Teresa, I don't think we've met, but nice to
Here we
meet
go.
you.
Teresa,
and please introduce
Teresa,
yourself
our
and
prayers
give a
with
little
you.
bit about
You-
what your
did
talk is
you
about.
shit on her, Kerry?
Thank you, Kerry. I'm very
Next
humbled to be a part. One of the main reasons I was coming just to meet all these speakers, mainly Kerry Cassidy.
And Teresa J. Morris has a Southern accent. I gotta tell you, folks, I don't care if she's like turns out to be like that prophet of God with the punk rock hair, the older woman with the punk rock hair, Kat Kerr. I don't care if Teresa J. Morris is like, I hate transsexuals, I hate homosexuals, and I love Donald J. Trump. Teresa J. Morris, I'm in love. I might go to this event just to meet Teresa J. Morris. I swear to God. And I pray that Kerry Cassidy says something rude to Teresa J. Morris just so that I'll have an excuse to light a black candle for Kerry Cassidy. I'm kidding. I hope Kerry Cassidy treats Teresa J. Morris with respect and dignity, so I'll have a chance to revisit my feelings about Kerry Cassidy, reform myself, and think about what I project into the future and what I think about so I can be a better human being. That's what I hope for, sincerely. I do. I want to be good, not bad. Come on, fate.
Okay.
A woman that I have admired for many, many years, as most people have. She's been quite a woman in the UFO field. There's very few of us that get a grandstand like she does with Ryan and Project Camelot. And I followed you from the
She just got the title of Mother of Disclosure.
Well, good. I'm glad he's awarded you the Mother of Disclosure title, and he's very good at that. Thank you, Commander Harmon. He is one of our commanders, those of us that join.
Cosmic Command. Cosmic
Commander.
The future lifetimes.
Oh my God, David, settle down. No respect from this man. But Teresa J. Morris, weathering it so far with aplomb and charm, in my estimation. But I'm biased. I'm a fan.
And in the future, when that's something that's a good segue into, I'll be speaking, Kerry, on alien ET/AI reverse engineering, as I have been a human that has died and come back and died and come back. So on Earth, they call us ET cyborgs. I have titanium in my neck, but my
ET cyborg with titanium in her leg. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say yes.
My speaking will be mainly as the Cosmos Ambassador at another higher level in superposition. There's brilliant people here. We're just getting to a point where
fair use, transformative work. If I let her speak longer, it's just to give her ample time to get her perspective and point of view out so they'll have something to respond to. But always bear in mind, it's in the spirit of fair use, editorial review. If what Miss Morris is saying is correct, and there's no reason for me to doubt that what she is saying is correct, then what she's saying is by definition noteworthy, newsworthy, and important and valuable to the human race and all living things on planet Earth, possibly. Therefore, it is worthy of review, discussion, and analysis, hence fair use. Everyone else, they're potentially bullshitting people, so I've got reason to talk about it for the other reason.
Most people will only understand what I tell them on Earth, that I met J. Allen Hynek, I met Stanton T. Friedman. I was appointed by Senator Strom Thurmond when he was alive to look into UFOs. And so
he was reformed. Remember that guy, he turned it around.
Sort of in various people's lives as a woman in black in the past. I hope you don't hold that against me.
I won't hold it against you.
I worked for the government, and I was in the uniform and out of uniform. So
all right.
I was asked to come and speak. I told David I was going to just be in Vegas, so there's no cost involved for.
She was just going to be in Vegas. What were the odds?
him, so I was going to be there anyway, and I'm excited.
Just hanging out in Vegas anyway.
I've only talked to two conferences, 2019. I met Janet Carroll Lesson and Sasha Lesson in 2017 at the conference with.
And you have so many books.
I do.
David, if you hadn't have interrupted, I would have built off that last comment she had made to have made a delightful Las Vegas club sandwich comment. But now the moment is gone and doesn't sound quite as funny. It wouldn't have been funny. It would have been crude. Like a Las Vegas club sandwich.
Cosmology.
Yes, I do. I wrote
Talk about cosmology.
Knowing Cosmology, and I wrote Teresa and Ascension. I wrote.
Believe it or not, I actually wrote a book about cosmetology once. Never sold.
The power of UFOs. I've got Roswell UFO Connection. So
that was the same name as my book about cosmetology. What are the odds?
It's really bringing me out in this world because I did start UFO Association with Stan T. Friedman and Jan Aldrich. Now took over for Dr. Bruce Maccabee. So those are names Kerry, you may know. Brad Olson. Brad Olson's been on my television show. TJ.
On her television show. We're not talking YouTube. We're not talking a television show.
RCT Radio, yes, Eric the Healer. We joined Brad Olson, but we also joined Brett.
Yeah, don't bother talking about Brad Olson because he's busy looking at something else off screen. I'm imagining probably some sort of adult entertainment.
Luder. And
I kid. I have no idea what he's watching.
Jeff Rennell. So I'll be co-hosting TJ Marsh ET Talk with ET Talk, Jeff Rennell, Brett Luder. And so I'm looking forward to meeting all of you guys. I have
Jeff
two talks.
Rennell.
The second talk is Roswell UFO Encounters, which this book is about when I worked in uniform and I went underground. And so I am the living proof in a government position.
Well, I change all my ideas about everything she just said. I'm good. Whatever she says, I believe.
Although I wasn't supposed to talk about it. So
Teresa, I just got an idea.
David, this guy.
Yeah, they downloaded me. We should raise the money to start online university, Alientology, and you be one of our speakers as a teacher.
Oh, they downloaded to you that you should start raising money? I wonder how many times you get downloads every day about raising money. No offense, David.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Shorty Rock Zeta is just like, when am I going to chance to speak?
Anybody with a deep pocket, we need 100.
Yeah, a lot of deep pockets in this community. A lot of people with deep pockets.
$1,000. Look at that project before to create this whole massive online university. And Ryan Welly would do very well in that. He's already a university teacher. Sharokhzadeh is a college teacher in Las Vegas. And Hans.
Sharokhzadeh is a college teacher in Las Vegas. Community college. I have no idea. I aspire to be a college teacher one day. You know what I mean? But I'm still looking for a program where they cover your parking, because that's, if they don't cover your parking, you get it changes the whole value of the pay structure.
Dietrich is a historian, great teacher, and Brad Lewis, all of us, and myself can.
And I can play the bass, and Mario, he can play the drums.
Run the business. Folks, so let's do that.
Stop interrupting,
David. Bank on it. And we go
forward.
You
suck, David. Come on, shut the fuck
Okay.
up.
Well, thank you very much, Teresa. So I think we have some idea what you might talk about. You're covering a lot of bases, it seems. So it will be
catty, bitchy, lame comment by Kerry Cassidy, not really helping or healing or adding positive energy to the room. Just a shitty, nasty thing to say, in my personal opinion. But what do you expect from Kerry Cassidy? A lovely, lovely energy of light, beautiful rainbow starseed human being, lighting up the room with her amazing energy. Who else would you want to be the mother of disclosure? When I think of mother maternal energy, I think of Kerry Cassidy. I certainly don't think of anything else. like a dried up husk blowing in the wind, or walking Dutch elm disease, or some sort of festering blight destroying life and hurting babies in the world. You know what I mean? As a metaphor.
Be fascinating to hear from you and see you at the conference.
Thank
So
you.
yes, and let's see. I'm going around in
my personal opinion,
the sort of a circle, but things shifted a bit here.
There's no circle. You're looking at.
So we've got Stefan.
Oh my God! What are you looking at? What word are you looking at that you're trying to pronounce as Stefan?
Stefan Noak Zadeh. Is that your name?
It's Shirok Zadeh.
If you're talking about me, it's Sharok Zadeh.
Yeah, I love it. People just slam back on Kerry Cassidy. Learn how to read.
I'm sorry. Okay, Shirok Zadeh. There. Is that it?
Yes, Zadeh.
Okay. Hello, and could you please introduce yourself and what you're going to speak about?
Yes, thank you so much, Kerry, first of all, and to having me in this program. And I appreciate Mr. Farman and all the other actually speakers here. I'm very appreciative. It's a great honor. I live here in Las Vegas, and last year I met Mr. Farman, and he introduced me to this program, and I'm very.
In other words, poor Mr. Zeta has absolutely no friggin' idea what this circus sideshow is, what it's about, or what the hell is going on. I guarantee you that we're about to be introduced to a man. Well, first of all, if you notice, if you're keeping score at home, my guarantees have amounted to a whole bunch of, like, I think I've got 2 out of 8, maybe. But my bet is that Mr. Zeta is a professor of some actual legitimate something that he got roped into speaking at this thing. And it's going to be, what the hell am I doing here?
Happy for this. I'm an instructor and I'm teaching physics and math. I have a bachelor in physics. I have a master's in management information systems from here.
Oh my God. Those are fine degrees to have, but you can, this guy, he teaches at business school, right? He teaches probably in some fucking night school.
Here, UNLV. It's been a while that I was doing a research. I started when I was 10 years old, when I was introduced to UFO and aliens. Since then, I'm following it. I'm more than 50 years old now, and I'm.
So he's, but you saw what those degrees were in. I mean, those degrees were, his master's is in, like, he's got business. His master's in a business thing, right? He's got the.
Still
he's far away from his field of expertise in the UFO thing.
I'm an author and I wrote 2 books. My first book is about Shaw's Square. This is the book. And I'm talking about how the instructions, like Egyptian instructions and Mecca structure and other places on our planet are related to each other through mathematics. You know, numbers don't lie, and mathematics is the language of our universe. So everything is connected to each other through mathematics.
That's awesome.
It's a new perspective that I'm looking through, and I discovered a lot of connections and interconnections.
That's cool.
That's very amazing.
You mean the meridians?
Anywhere else?
Meridians on the map.
Yes, and the other book that I published recently is this one, is Shaw's Mystic Lines and Areas, that shows how these mysterious events and mysterious locations are related to each other as well. For example, the Skinwalker Ranch is related to other locations, Roswell and Titanic, and all these mysterious things that happen in our life. They're either dynamic or they're fixed. Anyways, they're related to each other through.
Sorry, pausing for live chat participation. We got we got David missed his opportunity to throw in book your room for $74. Joe said I was writing a book about Cosmo Kramer, but it got canceled. A.B. Collins, adjunct professors at Maine Community College, hour for hour, once prep and grade near figured in, earn Taco Bell wages. And some of us can earn less. Jason Parker, she's too vain to use reading glasses. She's too, and she, for some reason, hasn't heard about the technology of contacts. Some warrior says you called it CW. A.B. Collins, yeah, or even a BS in physics would normally inoculate most from any woo field. Hey, look, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Everyone's entitled
mathematics,
to their
and I just discovered some of
predilections, you
these
know?
facts and how they are related to each other. The relationship.
Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda.
All right, very good.
Yeah,
So,
how about
and
the
are
rough
you're dealing with ley lines and vortexes?
I looked at it from, and that's the first actually steps that I took, but I found out that these ley lines are all myths. They're not very.
So he said the ley lines are myths. So he's probably just actually talking about, you know, math and architecture.
Scientific. So I tried to find some scientific evidences, and that's where it ended up me not only finding this relationship, but also it gives me some patterns that that pattern revealed an area, for example, in the Utah, which is centered at the Skinwalker Ranch, and that I named it as Utah Triangle, and it's all by the patterns that I found with the other triangular areas, such as the Nevada Triangle, such as the Lake Michigan Triangle.
The New Jersey Triangle? Huh? Huh? The Bada Bing Triangle. Hey,
And such as the Bridgewater Triangle, and these are all connected with each other, and it gave me the pattern for the first time.
Hey, check this out. You got the ufology, conspiracy, New Age Triangle, or as I like to call it, the bullshit. Oh, come on, I'm kidding around.
He's a great
Come
researcher, and he's a mathematician and a lot of other things. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very
Stop
much.
there.
Okay. Hans Dietrich.
This guy is alive with flavor. Forget everything you knew about this panel being about as exciting as a Valium donut shoved down your throat by your aunt, followed by warm milk, followed by a pillow smothering you to Sleepy Town. Hans Dietrich is about to electrify us with about 50,000 volts of rock and roll energy to the center of getting it on. Take it away, Hans.
Hi, Kerry. Good to see you
Hi.
again. I met you briefly in Los Angeles at the last alien event.
All right.
This is my third alien event. I'm Hans Dietrich. I'm an esoteric researcher. I research ancient sites and civilizations.
Fascinating.
As well as occult symbology found in logos, media, and movies.
Wow. You don't hear too much of that anymore. When I saw Freeman Fly do that stuff, I was like, man, esoteric symbology and people and logos, that was like cutting edge in like 1995, right? Like the golden arches and oh, look at the chevron symbol and it's like 3 is the magic number and look at the Starbucks lady. That was like exciting in 1990, whatever. When I saw Freeman Fly do that in the YouTube generation of 2012, I was like, man, this is some old ass shit. It's 2024 now. Are we fucking still doing that? Are there still corporate logos that people can look at? Are you serious? Oh my God.
And a bunch of other topics around AI, in the movies, and
wait, okay, we got some people covering the same ground, man. It's gonna be pretty boring.
Also, a lot of connections to Sirius. And so, my lecture will be on Buddhist cultural mysticism. I grew up.
Wait, I thought you just told us your speech is about something else. Now your speech is about this?
In South Asia, so I've been around a lot of South Asia and collected a lot of stories.
Lovely.
As well as done a lot of.
I've been around a lot of South Asian women. Does that count?
Research through my thesis in Bhutan. So I'll be talking about Buddhist cultural mysticism,
Oh,
connections
college boy, eh? Look where it got you.
to Mount Meru, ascended Tolku masters, the sacred city of Shan.
Rainbow light body? Huh? Rainbow light body? King in Yellow?
Ambala.
Oh, Shambhala. When's that ebook gonna get published? Sorry, inside
Connecting this
joke.
to the Dropa stones and Drokpa nomadic people of South Asia as well, and their connection to Sirius. And I'll be speaking on that on Friday, October 18th at 5 p.m.
Press X to doubt.
To
Looks
6:30.
like I have to show up early. No, just kidding.
And then I have a second lecture where I'll be introducing chematology of the ancient lands of Kemet, which is basically
All
the
right.
lands before the Greeks came in and took over their entire history.
Somebody called Jason quit. Someone got someone stepping on your toes. Oh my God, how long have we been doing this video?
Dive into a little bit of Commission
An hour and
cosmology,
50 minutes? I gotta get out of here,
symbology,
man.
And also
Oh,
some of
we
the
got
incredible
Bucky here with
anomalies you see
us.
all over Egypt at the different sites. And so that lecture will be going
Oh,
on
we got
May
Walter
15th and Saturday
Bosley.
morning, the 19th.
Hans, you'd like.
I'm
Oh,
really
we got
excited to present
we got a
both.
Hans fan.
Basically, I'll have my new book on the land of the lost mysteries of Kemet, the land before the Greeks. It should be arriving on Monday the 30th. Yay! But I also have my
Here we
book,
go.
Dropa,
Look at this.
Legends of Yore,
We
which
got
is a lot of
energy.
what
No,
my
no,
first
no, no,
lecture
no,
will be
no, no.
about.
I'm switching
And I
gears.
also have another book on the magic of symbols.
We're switching gears.
I dabble into
We
a lot
are
of symbology
switching
since
gears.
I do a
Hold
lot of
on,
symbology as a
folks.
corporate graphic designer.
Hold on,
Anyway.
folks. Hold on, folks. Hold on, folks. We're switching gears. We are switching gears. We've got Walter Bosley. We've got Walter Bosley in the live chat. We've got noted. We've got noted. We got noted Michael Cremo ball washer Walter Bosley in the live chat. I kid because I love. I kid because I love. Here we go. Here we go. Where was I? Where was I? I like and know Hans and Brad. Well, first of all, let me stop sharing. Here we go. We can just concentrate on this. I like and know Hans and Brad, and Saeed is a nice, well-meaning guy. Okay, we'll take this in order. I like and know Hans and Brad. Well, Hans, I've look. I mean, Hans seems like he's. I have nothing against Hans. Brad, Walter, Brad Olson. I believe he wrote the intro or one of the intros to what's his face? I mentioned the guy's name before. What the hell's this guy's name? I mentioned it at the top of the show. Also, I don't know if it's for sure, but we do know this for sure. He published Laura Eisenhower's new first book. Okay. So say what you want. You can like him all you want. I like, hey, listen, hey, Walter, right? I have it under my, unless you're deceiving me, it's entirely possible you are. I'm under the impression that you like me, right? So as far as you liking people, you like me. And as far as people liking people, I like you. I mean, I honest to God like you, right? So as far as people liking each other you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How many stories started like this? So you're here today because you were actually friends with Walter Bosley. Is that true? Yeah. I mean, it's, and so when you discovered that you were friends with the man that turned out to be the I-95 tranny D destroyer, I mean, how did that make you feel? Well, I mean, it's a cliche, but I mean, you think you know a guy. So when you learn this about your friend, I mean, and you were close. I mean, yeah, we were real close. I mean, we hung out all the time. We used to have sleepovers and stuff. I mean, we were tight. I mean, we were friends. And you had no idea. You had no idea that Walter Bosley was the world's largest. Hi, this is a bit, folks. the largest, the world's to date known killer of transsexual sex workers. And believe me, if I had known, I would have gotten involved. I mean, you could have shared. I mean, you call and anything. Where are you going? I'm kidding. I knew. I don't know what the kid's up to. Come on, man. I hung out with that dude in freaking Contact in the Desert, man. You know what happens to Contact in the Desert? What happens to Contact Desert stays in Contact Desert. Fuck that shit. Should have booked me on Gaia. You want things to have a Contact Desert say Contact in the Desert? Hey, man, book me and Not Dark Journalist at your October 13th festivities. You don't want to do that? You want to book him and not me? Guess what? Your little deep dark secret about being the I-95 training dick destroyer? Guess what? Now everybody knows. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, see you on friggin' the reference website. I'm kidding! Come on! Hey! What? Hey, folks, Walter Bosley. He's okay. Come on now. What, you can't take a joke? You know what I mean? Come on. Hey! It's Saeed is a nice, well-meaning guy. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And Hitler was nice to his pets. You know what I mean? Look, telluric current is scientific. Ley lines are construct, yes, but real. Ley lines are like borders on maps, not actually naturally physical, but acknowledged. Hey, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? Hey, and your name is Walter Bosley. You know what I mean? Guess what? You know what I mean? Real estate agents exist. You know what I'm saying? Walter Bosley says, I'm no big deal. Now, that's just not true. Walter? Now, that's just not true. Okay? Hey. If you weren't a big deal, well, I spent all the time doing the whole way. Walter! You better believe you're a big deal. You better believe you're the man. You got this Friday night. You got this Friday night. You got this Friday night in your hand. Young man Walter, you're a big deal. You're a big deal. You're a big deal, Walter Bosley. You're a young man in America. You're a big deal. Don't you forget it. Okay? hear you talk about that way. Okay? We're talking about that way about my friend. Okay? Talk about that way about my friend Walter Bosley. Because I know somebody who thinks that Walter Bosley is a pretty big deal. It's not just me. That's right. Talking about a little guy you may have heard about. Some people might say he's got magical powers, but those people don't quite know. It's not really magic. Power to forgive, defeat death, allow people to be truly free, live forever. That's what I'm talking about. Dr. Joseph P. Farrell. Bang! There you go. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. A couple of people I know believe Laura's shit. Well, yeah, I think a couple of people believe that, like Brad Olson. Walter Bowser says, I'm a trained defender. Lol. Yeah, no, I know you're a trained defender. In fact, I know we've got a couple of fights about it. Hey man, I'm just trying to answer your question, man. Well, no, I'm not bothering her. Ah, come on. Yeah, what do you mean? I want to go home. I haven't had enough. What are you, my mom? Here you go. You got a slot if you got a talk on Aero Club. Aero Club? What's Aero Club? I'll make a club on Aero Club. Finally serenaded by CW. Finally. This is what you get when you don't check your voice messages, Walter. That's what the event is about. Yeah, I just got to say one lesson in front of the event. When you said Aero Club, you know what I thought you were talking? I thought I was like, well, it's not Adidas, so it's not K-Swiss. I think they're the other brand. No. I'm thinking of New Balance. Aero Club. I just got the wickedest deja vu. No, seriously, with the pattern and everything in the background, that's weird. Sonora Aero Club. I'm not familiar with the Sonora Aero Club. But there was a place. It was downstairs from Plato's Retreat. Forget about it. The kids, they're too young. No one gets the jokes, but Walter Bosley shows up. I'll tell you what. Walter Bosley, you know what else Walter Bosley could do? I'll tell you what. Walter Bosley, I joined up with that website. I sent you an email text where I was like, hey, you know what you should do? You should join my Patreon for free. You could join the Patreon for free. I do things for free there sometimes too. I sent that text out to Walter Bosley and to Framingham the Magnificent, some other guy, okay? That other guy joined, but not for free. He joined for $5. I'm like, you idiot. I told you to join for free. Specifically to join for free. Walter did not join at all. It was a text. It just said join Patreon for free. It was just a text. It said join Patreon. Join my Patreon for free. I even said I'll be doing stuff there for free, possibly today. And in the meantime, when Walter Bosley asked me to join things, I joined immediately. And what's my reward for that? My email overfloweth with so many real estate attorneys begging me to get involved with their, I don't know what they think I'm going to do for them. Well, but we're happy to see Walter Bosley here. We love Walter Bosley here. Listen, folks, people can speak about whatever they want to speak about. And listen, hey, and we love Kerry Cassidy. And apparently there's going to be an event. And I prefer the unprofessional to the professional, right? Whatever happened to Lorianne Fenton? Whatever happened to the occult priestess? Gotta run. Talked about your interview about my tribe book later. Take care, Walter. Be good. But before you go, here's oh my God, it's not gonna work. Oh geez, with the fake background, it's not gonna. Schizophrenia, 2 of Swords. It's 2 of Clouds in the Osho Zen Tarot from 1994. Oh, works like this. 2 of Swords, schizophrenia, caught between 2 ideas, 2 concepts, 2 thoughts. Clouds in the Osho Zen Tarot, they take oftentimes different cards that we've seen in the traditional Tarot. We get to see a different take on them, a different angle on things. Fenton does a weekly show still. Good to know. I guess it's internet radio. Some people stick to the things that they know. Is she on YouTube, or is it just internet radio to get on the fringe? And here, a card that has a different take, a different read in a lot of traditional internet radio. In a traditional rider weight deck, we see presented in an aspect of it comes out in a lot more stark relief, and it's presented with the word schizophrenia. And the whole suit of Swords presented in the Osho Zen Tarot as Clouds. It's presented in a very, very different, starker form, which is fine. It bespeaks, and it's what grants and makes the Osho Zen Tarot the Osho Zen Tarot. We say hello to UFO Gandalf. The blessing of the mind is also the curse of the mind. It makes us, consciousness makes us like a god. Oh, I can do it like this. If I keep it to my chest, it'll be good. Ooh, that's good. It works. Our brain makes us like a god, but that also it makes us aware of our own mortality. It can tempt us to act and behave ways that could be seen as evil, or it could make us feel as though we're behaving in ways that make us reflectively self-judgmental as evil, judge ourselves as evil or as wicked, or have fallen below our own moral or ethical standards. And it can cause us to have and be able to see 2 thoughts or experience 2 different things, and the wonder, be attracted to 2 different thoughts or concepts, and want to experience both of them, and be torn between 2 different things. to love someone, but also to know and understand that they're toxic to us. We say hello to lunar sparkles, and we need to get away from them. Or we can be an alcoholic or an addict and know that we enjoy or want to experience this intoxicant, but also know that it's what's killing us. And simultaneously want and loathe something and have this thing, this schizophrenia. And we pull this card now at this, as I traditionally do at the end of my videos. And we have at this moment where we're talking to Walter and we talk about, well, you know, these people have pros and cons, or you might think this or you think that. And it's, what does it mean to like someone, or to say, hey, we're going to talk about these people. It's, or see these people, sometimes the communications of the fights break down, or hey, we're all humans experiencing each other. It's all energy exchange. And the things that I identify as being shortcomings or failings in these people on the stage that are before me, do you think for a moment I don't know that I have these things myself? Bucky, love you too. Love you, CW and chat. Hey, and Lord knows I love you. And as we traditionally say, as I depart and fly away, I love you, I love you, I love you. If nobody told they loved you today, somebody just did. That somebody is CW Chanter. Make of that what you will, because you will. Folks, in the description box below, you will see links to shower me with donations. Huzzah. While I can do this work for free, it doesn't hurt me if you pay me. And there's also links to my Patreon where you can sign up. I'm a free member. And I have been doing some videos for you join on the Patreon. And there's some videos that I do where you can see, even if you don't contribute at all, or you contribute for as little as $1 a month and get, I've been doing very good. I've been very good at doing at least one video a week. I know I did one this week, live stream. So there's that. And there's the old videos that I've done that are already up there. You can see for as little as $1 a month. Hey, you can always give more, but hey. And there's that. And that's the only sales pitch I do. Well, this summer at least. Okay. So with that, happy Friday. The Osho Zen Tarot is from 1994, 30 years ago. Get on those nostalgia loops. The nostalgia loops favor Miss Kamala Harris to win. Don't believe anyone that tells you that the oracles, the signs, of the prophecies favor Donald Trump. I don't believe they're correct. I believe that my woo-woo beats their woo-woo, and my woo-woo says, Chrono Magic says, the nostalgia loops look to 2009, look to 2004, look to 1999, look to 2004, look to those orbs for your answer, and you will see it's going to be Kamala Harris for you and me. Hey, look what Jonaside has to say. The CW Patreon is awesome. He does topless tarot reading worth every penny. Allegedly. I want that 20-year loop of Kleenex Girl Wonder Hoyak 1999. I'll have to look that up again. I think I may have forgotten, but I'll check it out. Again, go with the love. Read a spiritual text every day for your edification, pleasure, and spiritual satisfaction. And chant every day. You do that, and you'll have yourself a spiritual practice. A sadhana gets you to the other place. Pony Oak. We love you a long time. What can you get for $5? 5 friends on the CW Chanter Patreon. Love you. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.